Dear audience, today we're going to talk about IELTS speaking. Sometimes students want to know how can they do better in IELTS speaking. Definitely there are some strategies, tips and techniques. Today we're going to talk about the strategies and techniques. So let's start. In this lecture today, what we learn today, we learn introduction to IELTS speaking, how is your speaking assessed, kinds of cue card, how to answer a cue card, example of a cue card, people or person related. So let's talk one by one. We all know, most of us know that there are three parts in IELTS speaking: introduction, cue card, and follow-up question. In introduction, it will take 4 to 5 minutes. When a candidate enters into the room for the IELTS speaking exam, the examiner might ask question 4 to 5 minutes. Just general question like what's your hobby, what are you studying, what are you doing now, what's your job, just simple question. It's called warm-up session. And in the second part, there's cue card. You will have 1 minute for thinking. After thinking 1 minute, you can talk on this topic about 1 to 2 minutes. So total 3 minutes in cue card. And in the last part and third part, follow-up question that is related to cue card. If the cue card is related to place, the examiner will ask question broadly on related to place, person or event. At least he or she will ask you 4 to 5 or 6 or 7 to 8 questions. Okay, it depends on the examiner. It will take 5 to 6 minutes. So this is the overall minutes. It's about 12 to 14 minutes in your IELTS speaking. So today actually we will talk about cue card and how to answer cue card and overall discussion how you can do better in IELTS speaking. So what are the marking criteria? There are 4 official marking criteria in IELTS speaking. There is fluency, pronunciation, vocabulary, and grammar. These are the 4 criteria, and in every criteria there is band score 9, 9, and 9. And with this criteria, they actually judge the candidate whether a candidate will get 6, 7, 8, or 9 out of 9. So what is fluency and how to develop it? Actually, speed is not fluency. You have to talk moderately, you have to pronounce the word correctly. That is fluency. And the next thing is join and expand ideas. Avoid pause, avoid repetition, expand rather than listing things. And what is expansion? What is listing? We'll discuss in our next slide. And sometimes the candidates cannot become fluent because they always focus on grammar and good vocabulary. Never do this. Don't focusing too much on grammar and vocabulary. Whatever instantly you can deliver, talk on the topic. And try to avoid because that is also actually disturb your fluency. In 1 minute time, make logical arrangement of your cue card. You will get 1 minute to arrange your cue card. So logically arrange it. And how to arrange your cue card logically, I will show you today in our slide, in our lecture. And lastly, definitely practice is important for you. Practice alone or with your friends. So this is how you can develop your fluency. And what is pronunciation and how to develop it? Pronunciation. Definitely pronunciation is important. And 3 things you need to remember. Never mispronunciation. Mispronunciation is a thing. Some words you cannot pronounce correctly, and you have to be intelligible, clear, something enunciate, clear voice, and something understandable. Without it, the thing you are talking, but the examiner cannot understand, no, that will not actually present your speaking properly. For example, sometimes we say formal, but the correct pronunciation will be formal. Far nature, we say sometimes furniture. No, never say that furniture. Furniture, we have to eliminate R. Not perfect, perfect. Not exit, exit. Not exam, exam. Not exercise, exercise. Not expensive, expensive. Not expenditure, expenditure. Not land, land. Not personality, personality. So most of the time we have to avoid R. So this is how, and from the books or internet, you can learn the pronunciation. Okay, English might not be your mother tongue, so in that case, definitely there is a fluency of your mother tongue. But try to pronounce something correctly, and examiner will be happy. Among at least 50 words, try to make correct 20 to 30 words. If the examiner can understand that whether you have the sense of pronunciation, then it's okay for you. And let's talk about grammar. Okay, in IELTS speaking, grammar is less important actually because instantly you produce something, but something that examiner want to see whether you can differentiate plurality and singular number, third person pronoun and subject verb agreement, past tense instead of present, perfect tense instead of past, misusing gender related noun like he or she, he, she. If you mix like she with he with she, then your score will be down. So these are the things, try to remember this criteria in the case of grammar. Okay, and general mistakes to avoid. Vocabulary. Sometimes we again use same vocabulary like good, nice, beautiful, interesting, delicious, and sometimes we overuse very, very good, very nice, very beautiful. Instead of very beautiful, use exquisite. Instead of very good, use so far. So this is how your vocabulary will be unique, and examiner will understand that you have wide range of vocabulary. Lastly, in our previous slide, we discussed that we should expand rather than listing. So what is listing and what is expansion? Examiner might ask you, please describe spring season. You say spring is warm, windy, dusty, sandstorm. At the time flowers start to bloom. No, it will be like listing. It never make good sense. So rather make it poetic, like when spring comes, everything wakes up from their long and cold sleeps. Trees turn green and flowers start to bloom. It seems like the world is all of a sudden rejuvenated. So it's totally poetic thing. Okay, so getting tender light, everything you are giving something organized, something literature or like poetic something. So this is how, rather than listing, you will expand it. So it will be better answer. Next, another example of listing is the examiner might ask you a question. Do you go shopping? Often go shopping. What do you buy? Common question. Most of the students will answer this. Yes, I go for shopping. I buy foods, drink, clothes, shoes, etc. Here is listing. Try to make better answer like I often buy lots of different things, from food to drinks, from clothes to shoes. Anyway, I enjoy shopping as it brings me great joy. So this is the better answer. So try to answer most of the question like this way. And we know that there are four kinds of cue cards: people, place, object, and event. You need not know about thousands of cue cards, hundreds of cue cards, no need. Just you need to learn about the criteria. People related. Sometimes the examiner might tell you describe your favorite person, describe your favorite teacher, actor, actress, musician. All are related to people related. So just learn people related vocabulary. Learning one cue card, you can answer thousands of people related cue card. Learning place related one cue card, you can answer thousands of place related cue card. Learning one object related cue card, you can answer thousands of cue card. Learning one event related cue card, you can answer thousands of event related cue card. So this is how. So particular things will go for particular kinds of cue card, and you have to learn particular vocabulary. People related vocabulary, place related vocabulary, object related vocabulary, and event related vocabulary. And by this way, you can easily learn so many cue cards within short times. Now, today we'll discuss people related cue cards. Okay, we know that every cue card there is 2 minutes to deliver answer. Okay, and The answer is name and relation, physical description, character and personality, contribution. Any kinds of people related to your account, you will just try to answer these 4 questions. And when you get 1 minute to get preparation, just try to take note on the basis of these 4 questions. So there is an example. Today I will show you how you can develop the people related cue card. Now, character and personality is very important. How can you describe a person with good quality? You have to use kind, warm-hearted, easygoing, faithful, honest, responsible, accountable, trustworthy, reliable, compassionate, sympathetic, humble. And sometimes you can use some phrases: a giving person, a man of word, a moving person, an angel of mercy. So these are the lovely words which you can use to describe a person's character and personality. And definitely contribution. After describing the personality, you have to talk about the contribution of the particular person. What is the contribution of the person in your life? What he has done for you? Sometimes we find that friends help you to get better job, friends help you to be the bright student. Sometimes you are sick, your friend or your mother, grandmother or someone is helping you. Okay, this is personal contribution. But sometimes nationwide contribution, like a politician might contribute for his country, a player might contribute for this country, or a global leader might establish peace, reducing conflict in the world. So these are the contribution of the particular or individual person for the individual sector. Now, there's an example for people to cover. We learned some question: name and relation, physical description, character and personality, contribution. Okay, so in the first sentence, we'll get the answer of name and relation and physical description. If we read, Mr. Hassan, an English teacher, is my favorite person who is gifted with tall, handsome body figure. And the second question actually is character and personality. For some extraordinary great qualities, he is my favorite person. Firstly, most of the students in my college consider him as a warm-hearted person. Then again, you have to provide the example how he has become a warm-hearted person. You have to analyze it. You have to give example to illustrate. Whenever he meets with someone, he receives them cordially with a smiling face. Secondly, some of his activities prove that he is an angel of mercy. For instance, people sometimes find difficult to understand the lesson. Providing extra care to those weak students, it turns difficult lesson into easier one. Thirdly, his all kinds of activities reflect that he is a man of word. Like when a student asks him for an appointment or requests him for any help, he pounds on the job without delay. These are the shining qualities for his is my beloved teacher. So you see, I have bold, I have colored the important word: extraordinary, warm-hearted, cordially, an angel of mercy, reflect, a man of word. Try to use this. These all reflect the personality of a person. The next para, there is contribution. What's the contribution of a person? Your favorite person. Like the great contributor in the world, he has some significant and sublime contributions for our college. After his joining in our college, most of the students became motivated and inspired by him. As a result, every year, our college stands first among all colleges in our area. So this is the contribution. He's the best teacher, that's why he inspired students, motivated students, and everyone got best result among all the colleges in that area. And if you get time, you can add the last 2 sentences. The most striking quality that is found in him is honesty, which attracts most of the student. I wish I were like my teacher. So by this way, you will finish every kinds of people related card. Same way, same question. Name and relation, physical description, character and personality, contribution. So friends, what we have learned today, we have learned what is IELTS, how is your IELTS assessed, what's the importance of pronunciation, how to develop pronunciation, what is fluency, how to develop fluency, what is grammar, how to avoid mistake, and how many kinds of cue card. Well, we have got 4 kinds of cue card: people, place, event, object, and lastly we have got an example of cue card and how to use that lovely vocabularies we have given you in the case of describing a person. So if you practice it, if you use it, I hope that definitely you will get a better score. And if you can make your pronunciation correct, Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for watching. So if you think this is good, please subscribe our channel. Definitely we will give you more lovely videos in our next episode. Okay, thank you very much. If you have any question, you can ask me in the inbox. Definitely I will answer you. Thank you. Have a good day.